Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Shooting Fadeaways. I'm your host, Peter, and hope you guys are all doing fine. Hope you guys are all doing well during this quarantine time. Um, Shit sucks, but we're getting through this. We're getting through this shit. But yeah, we're not gonna really talk about this, but let's get on with this fucking episode. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So I wanted to talk about The Last Dance. I really wasn't gonna get in depth with this just because I'm pretty sure like 99% of you guys have watched it, at least the first two episodes, and that's what I want to talk about. But I'm not gonna get in depth with it. I'm just gonna briefly talk about it, my opinion on this shit. Definitely a great documentary. I love this. Obviously, if you guys don't know, it's about the 97-98 Bulls, their last season, getting their second three-peat. And it's great. My like I knew some things. I pretty much knew a lot of things that were happening. Already knew about it. But it's great to see it like on TV. Like I get to see it like for like I usually just read and hear about it and stuff, or people, biographies and stuff. I just read about it, and that's what I know. But to actually see it, it's great, and like I learned some new things about it. Some things I didn't know about, which was dope, which was cool. But yeah, I didn't really. I was thinking about just doing like freaking like 30 minutes on this shit, but I'm not going to. It's gonna be a brief shit. All right. So first episode, obviously you see Jordan. They introduced that season, what's going on, and then they have their flashbacks of when Jordan was in college, high school, and stuff like that. A lot of us know about that, so I won't get into in depth with that. But I think a lot of people didn't know about the whole Scottie Pippen situation. Obviously, when he came into the league, I think during the 91 season, he signed a 7-year contract worth $18 million. $18 million. When you hear the word $18 million, you're like, damn, that's a lot. But Jordan was getting, obviously Jordan's the best. He was the best player in that era, easily best player, and it's debatable who's the second best. And they believe Scottie Pippen, he was in the top 5 easily best player in that era, and he should have got paid more. So he was ranked 120th, I believe, with this contract, and that's terrible. So the Bulls got him so fucking cheap, and that shit, that's fucking cheap. And obviously, times has changed, but I'll get into that a little bit. But yeah, it's so cheap. I think 7 years, 18 million. So that you're getting what? Fucking 2 million? A little bit over two. God damn, dude. Sorry, I gotta clear my throat. I just woke up, man. I ain't got no fucking corona. But yeah, it's a little over 2 million. So like you think it's a lot, but he was ranked 120th. I believe 120th. So people that sucked were getting paid way more than him, and he was on a winning team. He was winning with Jordan. So that it blows your fucking mind. And to get into that, a little depth with that, is that Pippen, he signed the contract because he needed the money, because he had things to take care of his family and stuff like that. Nothing wrong. He did what he thought was best at the time for his family. And that's what you got to do. That's what you have to do. But obviously the owner of the Bulls told Pippen, he was like, he's like, that contract he said is a terrible contract. Even the owner said it was a terrible contract. He didn't want him to sign it, but Pippen's young. He didn't have, look, back then a lot of people didn't have that financial guide that current players do now, but we'll get into that later. So the owner tells him it's not a great contract, but Pippen signed it anyways. He's 18 million, 7 years, and on Pippen, he was just thinking, I need to help out my family. I got to get this, I need this money. I got to help out my family. And he said 7 years because he wasn't sure if he was going to get hurt next year or the year after that. So he was trying to guarantee his money for the next 7 years, which is a little over 2 million. It's not a bad way of thinking, but he definitely deserved more. So like I believe Pippen would have signed like a smaller contract. I think maybe a 2-year deal, 3-year deal, and he would have probably got paid way more, way more. I'm not sure how what the the collective bargain agreement was back then, but he could have got probably 10, 15 million a year. Probably, probably get that shit. Jordan was getting like 20 something, I believe. Not 100% sure, but yeah, he would have got that. And it's unfortunate shit happens. He had to take care of his family, and people can't, you can't get mad at Pippen for that shit, but you can definitely get mad at, I don't know who you can get mad at, because the owner did tell him it was a bad deal. And obviously, so during the last dance this season, obviously it's the last season, Pippen sat out and he wanted to obviously get more money, and the owner wouldn't allow that because he already signed a contract. He doesn't want to renegotiate. And obviously Pippen, he definitely deserved more money. But when you sign a contract, you sign a contract. I definitely believe in contracts. When you sign it, you agree to it. That's what it is. Because if everyone can sign a contract and then say, nah, fuck it, don't want to deal with that shit, then the whole world would be to shit, to be honest. The whole world would be shit. There would be no such thing as a fucking, and there's no such thing as an agreement. Your word is nothing. Your signature is nothing at this point. So that's how I feel about it. But yeah, he wanted more money, and I definitely agreed he deserved more money. He definitely deserved more money. But hey, shit happens. Things has changed. He was trying to protect himself for the next 7 years because he was afraid he might get hurt. But then, obviously, they won 5 championships, and this motherfucker is not getting paid. They should have gave him. They should have gave him some money. But like I said, you signed a contract, you gotta abide with it. It's just how it is. I mean, obviously the NFL works a little bit different. Since you guys are probably thinking about that right now, like they agree. But NBA is different. We're talking about NBA contracts right now. I just think contracts in general has to be held up to your part because you agreed to it. So, but yeah, that's what pretty much happened. Episode 2. Everyone was talking about it, about Pippen not getting paid like that. And it sucks. And obviously he demanded a trade. He sat out. So he had an injury, and he didn't get the surgery during summertime. He waited till after summer because he was like, I don't want to fuck up my summer. Nothing wrong with that. It was pretty much like, hey, fuck you guys. I won championships for you with Jordan. Not giving me money, so I'll just take my time. Nothing wrong with that. He sat out for a while. I forgot how long did he sit out for, but he demanded a trade. And obviously, history. He didn't get the trade. He stayed with the Bulls for that year. But yeah, that's what pretty much happened in episode 2. Mainly about Pippen. So, which was a good side that we all got to see. People, what is it? People probably didn't expect that. I knew some stuff about that situation. I didn't know a lot. So, it helped me. Like watching that, I was able to find out more information and understand things a little bit more. So, and that's the one thing I love about documentaries. And like this is like the biggest documentary. Like Jordan, when you hear Jordan and you put a documentary, you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm gonna pay and watch that shit. But this is not just about Borden. This is not just about Jordan. It's about the 97-98 Bulls. So which is fucking dope. The whole fucking team. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, definitely watch that shit. Great 2 episodes. I just watched episode 3 and 4 a couple days ago. Fucking great. I'll talk about that another time. I'm not gonna get into depth these episodes because you guys just watch it. Just fucking watch it. Obviously, Dennis Rodman's up next, so definitely everybody wants to hear that fucking story. But yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. There's not much basketball going on, and I've been just more concentrating, I guess, now. I said I wouldn't, but more on stepping out of bounds. But I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Great news. Some news going on. The NBA wanted to open practice facilities for states that are a little more lenient against the quarantine on May 1st, but then I think Atlanta Hawks didn't want to, and they're Atlanta and they I can't fucking talk right now. I just woke up, but apparently Georgia, the state, um lifted their quarantine, but the Hawks said they don't want to go based on that. They want to wait, and so now the NBA is pushing it back to May 5th or something like that. 15th, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it's I think they should just wait until mid-May and then decide what to do, not decide now. So, hopefully obviously we want things to get back to normal. We want our sports back during these times. Sports is like the number one thing to go to. When shit happens, you're like, oh, we always have sports to watch. So, fucking sucks that we don't. Fuck, it just fucking sucks. I'm out of breath right now because I'm fucking tired. Woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set this shit up and record. But yeah, nothing really has gone in the NBA. I mean, like, oh, Aaron Gordon made a fucking diss track against Dwayne Wade. That shit was pretty funny. You guys need to listen to that. Obviously, it's called 9 out of 10. Obviously, you know why. During the music video, you can see him drinking some wine. It's called Wade. I think it is Dwayne Wade's wine. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, if you kept up with, like, on ESPN and stuff like that, they'll play like old basketball games, which is kind of cool. So I remember they played the '08 finals. They played other finals, 2011 finals. They're just playing a bunch of finals or a bunch of like historic games that's happened in the past 20 years. I think nothing older than that, which was dope. Because if you young kids out there didn't even watch those games, this is the perfect time to watch it and see how it was. Obviously, it just looks different for some reason. Like it just looks so different. But it's just great to watch. I definitely watch a lot of old games here and there just because I'm bored. Just because I'm bored. That's the reason why I watch them. But luckily ESPN puts them on and it's fucking dope. I mean, check it out. Obviously we got nothing going on ESPN except everyone's just talking about The Last Dance and then their experience with Michael Jordan and stuff like that, which is cool, which is dope. I've met some basketball players myself. I probably mentioned it before, but it's an experience that it's fucking awesome. So, like, here, I'll tell you. So I met Ray Allen when he was playing with the Sonics. So he was doing an autograph at actually Alderwood Mall, and I knew he was doing one, and I was like, I gotta meet him. And I think he was leaving like at 6 p.m. and I got there at 5:30. Luckily, nobody was for some reason nobody was there, and I was like, oh shit. So I got my Sonics poster. I went up to him, and I was like, oh god, this is fucking awesome. I'm beating Ray Allen. I'm so scared. And he was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hi. I was so fucking nervous, but I got his autograph. Dude, fuck man, he's hella tall. He was sitting on this big ass table, which was dope. Signed my poster, and then he's like, I appreciate you coming down, man. I was like, I love you, man. It was fucking so awkward, dude. It was just fucking awkward. But the fact that I got to meet Ray Allen was so dope. Like, he's for me, I think he's the purest shooter ever in the history of the NBA. As I mean pure, he has the perfect form of shooting. He shoots when they teach you how to shoot, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Obviously, other players kind of have different forms and stuff like that, but Ray Allen has the perfect form, and that's why he's one of the top 3-point shooters in history. Obviously, you got Curry that's just dominating the 3-point, which is fucking great. He's a great shooter, but Ray Allen is definitely in the conversation, the top 3 easily for me, easily top 3. Because that just his form is just so pure, dude. I fucking love it. Like, I'll never forget. Like, in middle school, I was reading this newspaper, and it showed Ray Allen saying how to shoot, and it's just showing his form and everything. He just explains how he does it, how he learned it, and stuff like that, which was dope. And then on a video I was watching on YouTube, well, before YouTube, well, it was a couple years after when a video post. No, was it? No, it was on the news. It was actually on the news. Was it on YouTube? and he was showing that like this is the perfect game for you to practice your shooting. And I always played that game, not a game, but his warm up routine that I always do every time that I shoot. Um, I'm always shooting inside the key because I need to, because he says that you're not there just to make shots, you're there to perfect your form to make shots. And so the reason why you don't, for me, and what Ray Allen said is that he doesn't shoot threes until later in his warm ups or outside because he needs to warm up his body and get his form right. Because when you didn't shoot that morning, you grab the ball and you shoot a three, you're using a lot of leg power, and your form is just your body. What is it? Your body's not adjusted, and obviously shooters shoot. Your body just, it's like riding a bike. You just, once you pick up a ball, you just shoot. But the thing is, you want to get your body warmed up, as in getting the form right, stretching it out. And so that's why I always shoot in the key, and that's what Ray Allen does. He'll shoot mid range and stuff like that, and it definitely helps because once you're warmed up like that, shooting a 3-pointer is easy. It makes it a lot easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it does definitely make it a lot easier. And so I've always followed that method. So when I'm hooping with my friends, they always see me. I'm shooting inside because I'm just warming up, getting my form right. I'm definitely always getting my form right. And then just seeing the ball go in definitely helps, because once you see the ball go in, you're just going to start hitting shots left and right. It's just how it is. Unless you're a terrible shooter, but that's your fault because you need to practice more. But also another player I met, I met a handful of NBA players, but this is a story where I didn't get an autograph or a picture, and it was fucking nuts. So I probably talked about this in an episode, but I'm gonna talk about it again. So it was my senior year. It's 2009. It was like February, March, around that time. What did I do? So I had class, but I decided to skip school. Yes, I skipped school, and I was like, fuck it, I'm skipping school. So I skipped like 4th, 5th, and 6th period. So I skipped the half of the day. And I hit up my homeboy Eric, and I was like, yo, you want to go eat, go hang out or something? He's like, yeah, because he just got done with class. He was in college, and we met up to go eat, and they were just hanging out. And then, hold on, before I get to that. So that morning I woke up for school, and I was looking at my jersey, and I was like, I looked at my Boston Celtics jersey, right? And I was like, should I wear this? And I was like, nah, I'm just going to wear a t-shirt with a hoodie or with a zip up. And I was like, I was really debating about wearing that Boston Celtics jersey. For some reason that morning, it just made me focus on that Boston Celtics jersey. And I was like, nah. And then fast forward to me hanging out with Eric. What did I do? We ended up going to Best Buy, right? So we're in Best Buy, we're just messing around, like playing video games on there, and I was just walking around, and then I hear this little small commotion with the workers, and then I look over my shoulder, I see this tall guy, and I look at him, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, it's Bill fucking Russell. It's Bill Russell. And I was like, I fucking froze. I just froze. And just to backtrack again, I did a report. I forgot, it was an English class. We had to do some type of report, and I did a report on Bill Russell. And I was like, Bill Russell was easy, perfect report to do on. Obviously, I had Magic Johnson, had Jordan, stuff like that. But the reason I chose Bill Russell because he won so many championships. And was it history? Fuck, was it history, English? I don't know. It was something, but obviously it was a time when racism was big when Bill Russell was playing. So I think it was history class. I can't fucking remember. Don't quote on me that shit. But anyways, I did a report on him. Fucking, I got 100 out of 100, man. Now, you know what I'm saying? I busted hard. Like, I don't really try hard in school. Well, back in high school, I didn't. But this one I did because it was something with basketball, and I was able to get it done easier. Yeah. So flash forward, I see Bill Russell, and I'm freaking out. I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Bill Russell. I don't know what to do. And I was like, why didn't I wear my Boston Celtics jersey? He would have said something to me. And I was thinking that in my head. I was like, if I fucking wore my Boston Celtics jersey, he would have nodded. If you didn't know, he played for Boston Celtics. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And so I was like sweating and shaking. I run to Eric. I was like, Eric, I just saw Bill Russell. And obviously Eric doesn't know sports, so he didn't know who he was. So he was just playing games. I was like, fuck. And I had to buy something. I think it was some headphones. And I was just kind of like stalking Bill Russell. It was fucking hilarious. I was just stalking him. And he waits in line. He's with somebody. I don't know who he's with, but he was with somebody. And then I get in line with him, and I'm right next to him. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm standing next to Bill Russell. I should have said something, but I fucking choked, dude. Like, it was the moment. I was meeting a legend, and I was so fucking scared. I was shitting. I was like gonna shit my pants. I looked at his fingers, and I see 3 championship rings. I'm like, oh my God. If you know, he's won 10 championships ring. Yeah, I believe he won 10. So it was fucking crazy. And I was just like, oh my God, I see the championship rings. I've never seen a championship ring in person like that. I looked at him and he looked at me and he nodded and he said, and he gave me what's up nod. And I was just like, oh my God, he fucking did it. Oh my God. And he went to go pay his stuff and I was just like, dude, I can't believe Bill Russell. I was right next to him. I wish I got a picture with him, but I didn't. It was just, I got caught up in the moment, man. I was so scared, man. Like, it's so crazy, like, meeting a legend like that. You know, it's so easy meeting, like, for me, if I'm, like, meeting other people as me being a fan has been easy, but for some reason, meeting my idols with basketball players, it's, like, different, because I love the game so much, I know so many players. Meeting them, it's just, like, I'm starstruck, dude. It's fucking nuts. Like, when I meet, like, like models and shit like that, it's like whatever. It's easy. I get nervous if it's easy, but with basketball players, I don't know, man. It's fucking rough, man. It's hard. It's hard. But yeah, that's my story. Keeping this short for you guys. Not gonna go too crazy with this, but like I said, episode every week until this quarantine's over, and then after that, I still do every week if I can. All right, man. So this is Shooting Fadeaways, and I'm out. Peace.